All right, we're ready for our last speaker. Oh, come on. Yeah. This is a real treat. Because not only does Chelsea give a great talk, but she also is volunteer for Switch. Makes this all happen. Welcome to the stage, Chelsea Anderson.
I'm not as tall as Bill. Gotta fix this. Is this good? It's pretty good. All right, wrapping things up. Green hydrogen is a sustainable energy solution, but not everyone understands why or trusts it. To address this, we need to look at current frameworks that regulate development and be able to identify frameworks that can guide future development and develop consensus. First, what is green hydrogen? In the past, green hydrogen has been produced through a carbon-intensive process. Now we have a scalable solution to produce clean hydrogen through electrolysis, splitting water into hydrogen and oxygen. Now, many recommendations exist for enhancing the value chain of green hydrogen. I'm not going to cover them all. This includes reducing production costs, passing policy that incentivizes development, and ensuring synergy with the renewable energy market. Before we ask some more hard questions, let's think about the evolution of development of renewables throughout the United States and why some stakeholders may harbor mistrust. And then ideally, we'll build a case for a new sustainable approach to developing distributed green hydrogen. Currently, we operate in a system that is faced with challenges stemming from volatile political structures, inconsistent land use regulations, numerous environmental permitting requirements, and this forces developers to recreate the wheel everywhere they develop. 20 years ago, a narrow focus on developing projects in the renewable energy space has led us to a time where communities feel unprepared, uninformed, and confused, and found moratorium after moratorium. And I'm actually not here to denounce these actions. In their essence, moratoriums are a cry for help. Recently, the US invested in hydrogen hubs. The DOE understands that we need to get ahead and adopt consistent standards across these hubs to address these communities' concerns. So what can we apply to distributed green hydrogen? Before you start reading this slide, eyes over here. You can't read it anyway. Initiatives like the hubs can help us develop frameworks to better inform permitting officials, agencies, and other stakeholders, and these can be used to fill the gaps in what we operate in today. For example, tools available today harmonize international sustainability disclosures and standards, like the Greenhouse Gas Protocol, GRI, and UN Sustainable Development Goals. These can be used to streamline sustainability assessments. Let us look at the Envision framework. This is similar to the LEAD framework, but it was developed by the Institute for Sustainable Infrastructure. And it can be used for all infrastructure projects. What questions would it ask us to consider, and how does this relate to the siting of green hydrogen? Question number 1. How can we assure efficient functioning and extend useful life? Utilizing advanced asset monitoring systems to track operational data can also be used to inform future siting criteria. Question number 2. There we go. Have we preserved or enhanced the physical, natural, or community character of the site and its surroundings? Ample evidence should be provided that developers intentionally avoid siting in sensitive areas and that they consider alternatives. 3, has the project team assessed water consumption and disposal? Electrolyzers require a continuous supply of fresh water, and they can reject anywhere from 30 to 80% for purification. Water resource assessments are needed that also reflect regional and community needs. 4, what sustainable procurement and sourcing policies exist? Some electrolyzer components require frequent replacement, or they contain rare platinum group metals. Timing of replacements, risk and life cycle assessments, and availability needs to be considered prior to siting. 5, are the asset's objectives and performance goals well defined? Electrolyzer components can degrade faster at higher temps and don't function well at colder temps. Technology risk assessments can be completed at a portfolio level that can be used during siting or prior to land acquisition. How are we working to expand the skills of trade workers? Green hydrogen projects require a combination of skills from oil and gas and the renewable industry. Enhancing local skills at this intersection is vital to ensuring all project success. Last question, how will you provide it for stakeholder engagement? Big question. Results that satisfy the widest possible swath of the community come from collaboration, discussing items such as byproduct synergies and social benefits prior or during deciding. Now, sustainability assessments aren't required by law yet, but from our discussion today, I hope you can see the value in how completing one prior to or in tandem with siting activities can help us develop a standard process for developing our projects and develop consensus. A common but false perception is that incorporating sustainability is more expensive than the conventional approach. But this is actually a result of adding sustainability features as an afterthought. These assessments can be done at any time, prior to siting, during design, construction, or operation. Sustainability assessments provide for a more systemic way of thinking about how we develop our projects. Asking these questions will lead to enhanced resiliency and confidence in our projects for years to come. Thank you.
Wow, way to take us home. Wow, everybody did such a great job. How'd that feel? It's good going last? Just wait and wait and wait and wait. Now you're done. Bring this woman a beer. That was wonderful. I do have a question, which is green hydrogen is going to be used mostly in what applications first? Steel manufacturing, aviation. So in your opinion, long distance trucking will be hydrogen before electric or electric before hydrogen? Good answer. Excellent. All right. So who's going to do raffle stuff? Is that you? All right. So before that, please, each speaker stand up. All of you stand up. A big round of applause. They did a fantastic job. All right.